Hi, welcome to our C2C World TV show. I'm Yvonne Jones, your host for tonight's featured event by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. We have a special guest this evening, Nancy Villatoro. Nancy is an author of her life's work from Bullied to Builder and runs her own home improvement company that she started from the ground up. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy's information will also be included in our show notes below. She also has a side gig that she does in insurance. So if you need any help with financing, she's there for that as well. C2C World TV is specifically designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. And today's sponsor for the show is Edible Home Gardens Ranch and RV Resorts and Tiny Homes Communities. We're going to have an awesome time tonight on this evening's show, learning how Nancy overcame great odds to become the woman she is today. If you can relate to Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, then you're going to be thoroughly inspired by Nancy's life story of her dreams and courage as she transforms from bullied to builder. Now let's get started. Welcome to the show, Nancy. How you doing?
Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for having me here. I do really appreciate it. And I am so thrilled to share my story as an entrepreneur and helping other women to pursue their dreams. That is also one of my joys to help them to kind of like guidance too. And that's why also I wrote this book that it will help a lot of women out there. They are probably holding themselves back and they think they cannot, but let me tell you, you can't.
That's
So
right.
yes, you can. And I know that there is a lot of like ups and downs, but you can do it. And if you ever need any help, you can always contact me. We're going to share my information at the end, so that way we can build a relationship.
Absolutely. And we met over a year ago. We're really excited about Nancy because she's now licensed. It's licensed, right, in Missouri?
Yes, I am licensed and also I can show you to you guys. So I got my license here as a licensed insurance producer up in here. Um, I got my RDA license up there. I got my other license up and on the top. I got one that I want to show you guys that is about entrepreneurship. So there is some programs out there that are free to access in UH. The one that I went, it was University of Houston. And there is a church program that will help you and guide you to create your business plan. So whatever dream you have, they will help you to write it in paper, to speak it,
Yeah.
to do your pitch, and they also will offer you a consultant to help you to kind of like navigate that, and also they will help you if you need assistance to like get funding, things like that. They also will connect you with that. So getting in those programs as entrepreneurship for startups are good because you also can be able to win a grant. So that sounds
Yes.
pretty
Awesome. That's
good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask
Yeah.
you, approximately time-wise, did you ever actually receive the grant, or is it something that you were working on or trying to work on?
So I did not receive a grant, but there were other entrepreneurs in my class that were getting it. So which is
Okay.
good. I mean, yeah, probably I didn't have it, but I got the knowledge. So that's a win
Yeah.
for me. So
Yeah, and you can always
yeah.
keep applying for a grant. It's
Yes,
not one and
exactly.
done, right?
Yeah, and also those classes, for example, if you ever want to go back and retake the class, or maybe you switch a different path and then you want to pursue a different business, do another adventure, you can go back and reapply and it will still help you to
Awesome.
do that. So it's a culture program is in University of Houston, and they're very good people. They will help you so much because I remember I did like about it was about 3 months or 4 months for the semester, but you get that knowledge. And that one is like have the experience. You are with other entrepreneurs and other classmates. They also are babies growing and
Yeah.
trying to build their business. So
Yeah.
it'll help you. It will help you. And I remember I will say when I was doing my business plan, I say that I was going to write a book too. In that business plan.
Wow.
And guess what? I did it. I
Yes.
did it.
That's
So I
exciting.
did it. And the next like 2 year afterwards, I met someone who was a ghostwriter. And then she told me like, hey, if you want to write your story, I can help you. And I was like, okay.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
why not? So imagine like those things that can happen because when you're writing, it give you more intention when
Yes.
you're doing your goals, and also it will you will kind of like figure out the words, the people you going to write and also attract. So it's just like it help you to navigate. So writing is so good. Daily your daily mantra, your daily journal, you can
Journal.
write it. So I that's
Wow.
what I did because I like to have my journal next to my bed, and I like to kind of
Hmm.
write and being thankful for a new day, and then my day is gonna be great and all that. So always start your day thankful too.
That's pretty awesome. Well, so tell us a little bit about how you were inspired in the first place to start your own unique journey of becoming a, custom builder, a custom home designer, or, when you help remodel people's homes. Tell us a little bit about how you got into it in the beginning, what your hurdles were that you had to, some of these you talked about with, getting the education that you needed and, getting certification in certain things, but there still was something else going on inside. So,
Like
something
yes.
that had to come through you as you, before all the certificates, before all of that, there was things going on. What transpired in that area?
Well, it's a lot. And right now, and we're gonna put ourselves emotional. So, my mom, she was a single mom, and I am from El Salvador. And my mom, she was this type of woman. She was very strong. She take care of all the home maintenance. She will hire someone. She doesn't, if she don't have someone, she will do it.
Wow.
And that's what I call is like a woman in power
Yes,
because
exactly.
she was like, okay, if she doesn't know, she will hire someone, or if you know, she will do it. So she always fix, and I see that her intellect. I mean, she was single for since it's till I was 17. And then I was like, wow, she was single for so many years, and she was always to take care of herself, take care of us. She raised me, and I am so proud of that she's my mom, because that's why it comes this thing. Because I remember for holidays she wanna paint her house, and it is always in December she wanna renovate it. If you thought it was a little crack, oh no, we had to fix that. So, so those things, it's like your mom is your mother. I think your the person that you grow up is the person who inspire, who give you a little like a sprinkle.
Yeah.
So then I immigrate here in United States. So I am thankful to be here. And so one of the things when I was here, obviously, uh Spanish is my first language, so I had to learn English. And yes, they teach me some English at school, but it was not enough, obviously. So I had to learn to speak and all that, write and all that stuff. And then my uncle come along, and then he told me, Nancy, I do think like you can do something different. And he kind of like mentioned me, maybe if you can help me in my business. And he does apartment maintenance and one of his job, and he say, well, you can also promote me and I'll give you a commission. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I start promoting his business on Facebook. I create my alignable account too. And I start to kind of like networking and shares. Oh, here we do flooring, painting services, and that's how it started. And then I started liking it. I was like, okay, this is something that I can find some joy to do, because helping people to renovate their house is a must. It's a joy. If you wanna be in a home that is like well take care, it brings you harmony. It brings you. That's where you spend most of your time. Like half of your day is in your home, and you wanna be in a home that it feels like welcome to be there.
Exactly. So
Yes.
tell us, so you did you have some struggles when you started to like launch out? How did you go from transitioning from, being working for your family and helping out like that and decide, hey, I kind of like this. What was your transitional moment? What happened there?
Yes. So it was a little rough too, because I also I'm a RDA dental assistant too, and I was working that job, and then I was like trying to uh, answer messages, email it, and things like that, and I didn't have no time. And that time, I had to wait till I get up from work to do that and all that stuff. And you want to connect with the people because you want to connect with people right away. And
Right.
I was like, those things and then you figure out, oh my gosh, we had to have a system, something that it can help to make this easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I figure out, I create my website, I create things like that, marketing, and my Facebook and all that, and Instagram, and those tools, they all help. But let me tell you, it is hard when you are doing this from scratch, because you don't know. You're always thinking like, oh my gosh, what if you publish something and then you maybe they can cancel your account, or someone not paying you, things like that. They are
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
And I had people there, they were requesting me quotes, things like that, and job, and they were not real people. They were just sending me address, and I was like, my uncle, he was telling me, Nancy, you need to verify these people because they are sending you address, and when I get there, there is nobody. Or it is something that I experienced. It's something that people should be careful to,
Yeah.
because there is some people also that are texting you and like, can you give me a quote? I am in another state. I have a house over there in Houston. Can you go and see it? And I was like, no, sir, we cannot do that. It has to be someone that is 18 years older in their home for us to come and give you a quote. It
Mm-hmm.
is a struggle. You have to kind of like learn those things, because uh there is people that can try to hurt your business.
Exactly. Well, and hurt you personally. You never know what's going on, especially if you're a
Exactly.
beautiful woman like yourself. You need to be careful, So it's like,
Yes, but my uncle was the one who goes to do the
okay.
quotes. So I'm the one who does the quote. But just to think about it, like for example, if you someone is not serious and they are just
Mm-hmm.
trying to get you and yeah, and ruin your reputation. Things like that. There is a lot of things that it happens in business that I can talk about it. People that wanna give you bad reviews in Google and try to tell you, oh, we can give you so much reviews and good reviews, and if you pay us. And then if you say no, they will do bad reviews to you
Oh
to
my
force you to do
God.
that. There is people that it happens to me in the past, and it is those are a struggle because you always have to kind of like the little things, I don't know, but
Yes.
they're like like trying to kind of like get you out there and
Well, almost
ruin
like
your
blackmail
reputation.
or trying to get you, get money from you, basically trying to, coerce you and, to pay them to, for nothing, for something they didn't earn, but, just to write either positive things about you. And if they don't, then they're going to retaliate and write negative things. That's like, you got to wonder how many people or how many businesses that happens to in this day and age. Is the technology is so crazy, and nowadays with technology being able to imitate you and make you say things that you didn't say, that's even worse. So
Oh my gosh, exactly. And not just that, like those even people, they're not even here in United States. It can
yes,
be somewhere
exactly.
else in
Mhm.
another country, and they're
Yeah,
trying to ruin all the what you've been built.
that's
So
right.
yeah, always have to stay on top of your business. If you have a Google account, check it because there is some trolls out there that are always trying to hurt your business too. So just be aware of that. And that's some of my struggles too. And yeah, so but I'm keep going.
Yeah, so now, do you have brothers? Are you a single? Are you the only girl in your family, or how did that? What happened there? How many
No,
siblings? How many
I
siblings do
do
you
have
have?
I do five girls. I have
Oh,
five sisters.
five
Yes.
sisters. Oh my goodnesses.
Yeah, all girls. Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
also in business, or are you the only one that went out into business, or how did it work?
Um, I would say I am the one that the entrepreneur one. The other sister one is like more like she's stay-home mom. The other one she works, she has a job. Most of the my other sisters they all have their own job. But I am the one who's kind of like a more entrepreneur. And I do have another sister back in, she lives in Guatemala and she does have her own tire shop that she does like um, repairs for like cars and things like that.
Now,
Yeah.
other than your uncle, who hired you and helped you, kind of got you into with the business, was there anybody in your family that supported you, or did you have to come cross over hurdles? I mean, you kind of mentioned from bullied to, so I'm just wondering where the antagonists were. Who was it that gave you the most grief? A lot of times you can get more grief from your family sometimes, just because they're jealous or whatever might be happening, or maybe they supported you. I mean, what was your hurdles, that you had to overcome as a woman? Did it make a difference whether you were a woman or not? What did you find?
Yeah, I find some of my relatives, they ask me like, do you know what are you getting yourself into it? Things like that. And I was like, I was looking at them, I just wanna do something. I just wanna do something for my life. And things like that, sometimes people say, um, and some of my family too, my closest sisters, some of them that tell me things like, it hurts my feelings, but then okay, I let it go.
Oh yeah,
I
because
let it
not
go.
everybody knows your journey. Not everybody knows your heart, what you're trying to achieve, and so you just have to kind of like stay focused on what you're trying to do and let everything else,
Yeah.
ignore everything else.
Yes, exactly. And when I start networking, the networks and events, but when I decide, okay, I need to take off, I need to do something because this is not doing it, like you had to do something else, not just like sitting and just wait. You had to kind of chase sometimes. So
Hmm.
and that's when I start going to local networking events, and I start going to get involved with the construction trade. And they were like all most of them they're men, no girls. Very rare you see a girl up there. And there were guys they were telling me like they were looking me from top to toe and asking me, "Oh, are you in construction?" Things like that, or it just kind of like make you feel like you were not gonna make it, things like that. Because they were like telling you like, oh, they had this persona, like, okay, yeah, that's nice, you have done a lot of work probably, but I am a new, I'm learning, that's what I'm here. I'm not coming here to be judged or to be pretty much like uh just make me feel uncomfortable. But I remember that they are so judgmental. They see you, even your nails, your hair, your everything. And I was like, I just wanna do this. Even
Yeah.
they ask the way that you speak. Oh, you're not speaking with that voice. Oh no.
I think it's
Who's who's
cute.
gonna hear you? Like those things. Like you need to talk like more like a strong. It's like, well, that's not me. Those things there are because you're hearing that constantly. You go to those meetings, and always gonna be someone they will kind of like try to give you, you have to tweak this way. And then it's not me anymore because I'm changing myself for someone else feedback. So it is a thing that the people who are in construction, they always think like a woman's not able to do it, but it just, you have to kind of like stay strong and on yourself. Don't let them others change you.
Right. We got a little light that's going up your face and from your mouth and to your chin.
I know that is
Is there something you can adjust the shade, or can you like sit out? Can you like sit
right.
can you like sit a little one way or the other?
I
Like,
know. I'm sorry. I think
that's
it's the
okay. No, that's
sun.
okay. I didn't know if you could just kind of adjust your seat this way a little bit. There. Oh well, I
I
don't
get,
know.
I get. Maybe this way. Ooh,
Whoa,
okay.
sit a little closer. Yeah, that was good.
Uh,
Yeah.
Probably if I do
Oh,
this.
it's just gonna be there. We're just gonna have to live with it. But I didn't
I'm
know that was a
sorry.
possible. No, I just didn't know if it was a shade that you could adjust or not. So
Let me. I'll be right back. Okay.
okay.
Okay. I'm back.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. I just want to
Sorry.
just want to see your lovely face, and it was like it was starting here and going like this.
I know that is crazy. Yeah, it's just the
That's
sun. It was
okay.
like right in front of me.
I was dealing the other day with the green lips on the show. We had the issue. My lips were like green. We're going like, what the heck is going on with the green lips? What's that? I thought
Oh
I thought it was
no.
supposed to be green screen, and they hit lip. It was a thing for lips, and I was like, oh no. So Kimberly, our host, our guest actually, figured out what it was, and I'm going, oh god, people are going to think I'm an alien or some kind of creature.
Oh my
with,
gosh.
with green
No, it
lips.
probably me like I'm trying to kind of hide my face. This is me. I'm Nancy. I'm real.
Yeah,
I'm
right, right. That's so
real.
funny. And then she put on the glasses. There was these like glasses you can put on the, in the background. It was really funny. I'm like, what a crack up. So we had so much fun. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen on these shows. Anything can happen, right? But
Yes.
so you really had to like talk to people and stand your ground, even though you're sweet and you're not rough around the edges, and you come from the softer side of things because you are a woman. And I mean, there's brutal women out there. We all know that, but still, you wanted to be you, and that's the road you took, and you stuck to that. You stuck to who you were, true to you, and I respect it. I think it's fantastic that you were able to do that. Um, I know even with myself, I was very shy like you at the beginning, and you wouldn't know it now, would you? It's like talk, 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 talk. But Oh yeah, I was terrified to anybody even look at me. So I can relate to what you're saying. We overcome these hurdles in our life, and most of the hurdles are something that we just have to overcome ourselves. Is that not correct?
Yes, yes, that's correct. Because it just, I guess in the beginning when you were started, it feels so uncomfortable. But I guess when you keep doing it, that it feels more ease. Because let me tell you, one time I went to those networks events and they ask you, "Oh, could you pitch your business?" And
Hmm.
like literally, I never done it. Uh,
Hmm.
I didn't do it before. It's new, and like I was like, "Oh, I just do. I'm Nancy Villatoro. I do home improvement services," but it was like quick and then goodbye. And I was
Yeah.
like, that it was not good. And I was like, I wish I would have heard myself before.
You know what?
But
We learn, we start from scratch. We learn, we just improve and improve and improve and get better. I had that happen to me. I was in Chicago. I was asked to speak because I taught people how to be the bank, right? And
mhm.
so I was educating people how to be the bank. This is back in '06 and '07 when I had my office in Illinois. And so I was invited out to Chicago to speak, and all of a sudden they had me recorded and a tripod and a whole enchilada, and it was like my first time speaking, and hey, it went well though. I was shocked because I actually asked people in the audience, like, who's ever, what's your best amount of money you ever made on a fix and flip? And I said, well, we can beat you by being the bank every time, and 100% I could beat them, and that's kind of cool that I was able to do that, and that was the first experience I ever had with that back in the day. So yeah, we all learn, right? I mean,
Yes, yes, indeed. We always learning and improving, and the things that we don't know, we will learn it anyways.
that's right, we do. And the day we stop is the day we just die because we just want to keep building on what we already know. So how do you like when I first met with you, you weren't licensed in Missouri. And I'm so thrilled. I said, well, I wish you would get a license in Missouri because then we can work with you and bing, bada boom, you got a license in Missouri.
Yes, yes. So I decided to get my license on Missouri because I have a sister up there too, and
Wow.
I usually go to visit her like memorials and Christmas, Thanksgiving. So I'm very close with my family, and
Mm.
I was trying to kind of like maybe you know build a network in that town where she's at and then promote myself while I was there and little by little build myself up. So I know it's just like it's a it's a journey. It's not something that will happen right away, but at
Hmm.
least I plant the seed right there.
That's
So
right. And you know what? Planting a seed is exactly right. I mean, at Edible Home Gardens Resorts, we plant a little seed, right? And I said before in one of my other shows, we planted, I got a picture of it. You plant it. Well, actually, this seed just fell on the ground. It wasn't even planted in front of the chicken coop. And this sunflower seed, one seed, just produced thousands of other seeds. And that's what
wow.
yeah, and that's what we talk about is how to help each other build community with each other, right?
Yes, yes, that's right. It's so important to build community because when you have a community, you have more power to fight for it, right? Because you
Exactly.
have more people who believes in you, who depends on your ideas, and they
Hmm.
I mean, you are the guidance for them. You are the resources. Like you Yvonne, you do something great for your company because you help a lot of people to get them a place to they can stay, to get their RVs, to they can have a resources, food and things like that, organic. They are healthy. They are like good for them. There doesn't contain no chemicals, things like that. So that is a good mission that you are doing it, and I'm very impressed of what you do for your
Oh, thank
community.
you so much. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to us working together on our projects. And do you, now typically when you do your projects, do you have people that you hire out? like on a like a maybe 1099 basis, or do you have permanent employees, or how do you work as a business? How does your situation with each job, how does that work? I see, I'm not in construction. My dad was a carpenter and ran his own business, but I personally, no, not me. But
Yeah, so
he had his sons, my brothers, in helping him. So how does it work with you?
So the way that I work is we are 1099. We get paid. I pay my people based on contract, based on work,
Mhm.
and that's how we get paid. My uncle, he's been okay since the beginning because we already know that we are based kind of like he was telling me commission. I say now is, it's your fair share. And that's how it is. You pay them accordingly at the work that they do, and you have to be fair with them as well. So
Exactly.
and fair to you because you are putting your time and your effort. So you want to also feel like your time, the value that you've been putting, also being worth it, right? So not
Exactly.
just like you have to be fair for you, for the people, and for also for the people you are serving as well. So that way you build a strong foundation for your business. Because if you those things that are not aligned, so it's just gonna be
Yeah, again,
difficult
can you do
to
that one more time?
to to, to
Like,
balance. We'll find the balance. So yeah, I think those are very important things to
that's so cute. You got a cute
do.
personality. You're so sweet, and I just appreciate you. We're coming up on the heartbreak, and we're going to actually include your information in the show notes, how they can get a hold of you, specifically in Texas and Missouri. And is there any other? I think you might have mentioned there was another state. I can't quite remember.
So I serve as a licensed insurance agent because I don't know if I mentioned, but I do life insurance. I love to protect families.
Hmm.
And I am licensed in Arkansas, Missouri, and Texas.
Hmm.
And I can help people to navigate and see what their needs are because has different needs. Some people they want to protect their families. Some people they might need just maybe a final expense, things like that. But you know what? You are giving a legacy for your family because that is so good. That's something that you do for your family. The reason why is because let's say I pass away, I don't have no life insurance and no income, and my family will struggle to pay bills for burials, things like that, and those cost money. And I guess yes, that is another bill, but it is something that you do it for your family and for yourself, and also is your legacy too. So people will remember you that you were a good person, that you were like caring, and that you love them. Because when my mom passed away, my mom, she did that. She
Hmm.
actually got her own policy, her own life insurance. And it was back home in El Salvador, but she gave that legacy to me, and now I know that it's important to have something in place for me, for my family. So
Right. Right.
yeah.
Excellent. Well, we'll have all that information, and like I said, in the show notes below. And if they want to just call and get, feedback or advice from you, they can reach out to you. Will you have your number in the show notes as well?
Yes, so anyone that would love to reach out to me, you can find me on Google, ChatGPT too, because if you search my name, Nancy Villatoro, and from Bully to Builder, you will
Hmm.
find me right there. You can find me on LinkedIn, Alignable, Facebook, and Instagram. In Facebook, it will be Nancy Villatoro, how it is. And LinkedIn, it will be Nancy Villatoro. And from my company is YC Builders LLC, and we offer home improvement services. So that's all that they or trade what we do.
Okay,
And
great.
yes,
Well, that's
sorry.
excellent. We'll have all that information printed out in the show notes. And I just want to thank you so much for a fun time. We were planning this a year ago. We never got to it. I'm so glad we finally did today. And I just wish you all the best. And I'm looking forward to doing more, doing business with you. And actually, maybe following up with you as you progress and follow along and see, tell us more about what you're doing and keep us informed. It would be fun.
Yes, excellent. I'll do that. We can always connect. I am here. Just a phone call away. Okay. So you
Great.
can contact me. My phone number is 832-431-6336.
Say
Anytime.
one more time, a little slower.
832-431-6336.
6336. Okay, great.
Yes,
And it'll-
ma'am.
yeah, and it'll be below, so everybody will be able to make sure to contact you. And again, Nancy, it's such a pleasure. I'm so glad we got to do this makeup show that we didn't get to do last time, and I'm so happy to have you here. Anytime you want to reach out, give us a call. But thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate it.
Good night. Good night. Have a good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Bye.